Hello, Uglies. First, a warning. The format for this episode of the Boulet Brothers Creatures of the Night is not what you may be used to. This episode is the first of 3 that will feature audio from Ian Devoglaer's interviews with every cast member from the upcoming Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 666. Full video versions of the interviews can be found on our TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube channels for those who are interested in watching. In the upcoming weeks, you will still have the season trailer to look forward to, as well as the official Meet Our Monsters video interviews. Don't forget to tune in to the Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 666 premiere on October 1st on Shudder and AMC+. Let's get started.
Hello, everyone. I am here with the cast of the Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 666. Getting our interview started, we have Scylla. Scylla, I just want to say congratulations on making it to Season 666 of the Boulet Brothers Dragula.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's so nice to finally meet you and see your beautiful face. So I'm so excited for this.
Thank you, thank you. I have been told that I have a face for podcasting, which generally an audio-only medium, so I guess I'm not sure how to take that compliment,
No.
but we're here.
I think we need to do this live podcast a little more often and get the Boulets here too. Let's have all of you all dolled up every week.
Listen, the fans have been asking for it, and we have been saying that we're gonna do it for so long, but as you know, getting in drag is a lot of work, and you are painted today. Can you, for all of the new fans out there, and for all of your kind of classic fans, could you introduce yourself and just maybe tell us a little bit about your drag?
Of course. Hi, my name is Scylla. I'm Chicago's mythic monster. My drag is very inspired by just like fantasy, video games, kind of like that World of Warcraft, kind of realm where things aren't necessarily human. I kind of enjoy looking a little bit more like a sea monster or like an elf or like a troll than I ever would looking like I'm part of this natural world. So I feel like a lot of my looks are inspired by mythology and video games and just overall fantasy.
Nice. I mean, with a name like Scylla, immediately I get Greek mythology, and your promo was definitely giving a little bit of evil under the sea.
I wanted the girls swimming with the fishes, swimming, sleeping.
We love that. We have no officially, just on the record, we have no ties to any sort of mob, mafia, anything like that, but we have been known to make some concrete heels every now and again. I'm living for this look. You're giving sort of night elf, Draenei, definitely I
Yes.
see the World of Warcraft, and even a little bit of like orc priestess with the nose contour.
You know me
Oh,
so well. See, you know the references. You're right here.
it helps to be a nerd, I think. So let's see. You've already kind of touched on this a little bit, but what inspires your drag?
What inspires me? I guess I'll start with just the idea of being a monster. I feel like I grew up in a very rural town, and when you grow up in a rural town as a very out and loud queer kid, you already are put in the monster category.
Hmm.
So I feel like how we as gay people look at kind of supervillains and we see the things in them that the world doesn't quite necessarily see. That's how I feel about super monsters, and it all ties into the idea of just like we're freaks, let's embrace it.
Absolutely. Well, listen, you are definitely giving us freaky, queerdo, weirdo, and I love it. I love it. I think that this cast, no shade to any of our previous casts, but this cast is fierce. This cast is giving what it needs to give. All right, so let's kind of dig in a little bit to what made you want to compete on the Boulet Brothers Dragula. Have you been a fan for a long time, or kind of like what's your history with the show?
Yes, I've been a super fan of this show ever since I saw Vander Von Odd poured in blood on the first season.
Hmm.
That came out when I was like in high school. So that was my introduction to Dragula as somebody who already identified as a drag monster. So it kind of felt like this calling of like you need to chase this and you need to get what it takes you to get to this place. So I'm happy I get to compete now and show the world what I've been accumulating all over these years, leading up to
Yes.
this point. Because I feel like now is the time, and it's the perfect time of everything kind of aligning together. So
That's amazing. Well, I'm so excited and I cannot wait to see what you bring to the show, what you bring to the main stage, to the runway, to the laboratory. It's going to be really exciting. But speaking of being excited, what can we expect from this season of the Boulet Brothers Dragula?
Oh my god, this season is so chaotic. Um,
Oh,
like in the best way though. Like everyone's personality is so out of the box and so out there. And I feel like in previous seasons you have, some people that are louder, some that are a little more quiet, and you kind of have those personalities colliding. This one, everyone's loud, everyone's obnoxious, everyone's fighting for attention. It's kind of a messy bloodbath, but it's gonna be fucking crazy to watch on TV. Can I swear? I'm sorry.
swear it up, Diva. I mean, listen, and again,
Swear like a sailor. It's part of the brand.
there you go. Exactly. From the locker room to the deep blue sea, we are just two butt pirates.
Yeah, 100%.
Great. I mean, it's really exciting to hear that. I mean, from my time on season 1 all the way up through working on season 5, we've seen a lot of different casts, and it's really exciting to hear that we might have a cast that's a little bit maybe closer to kind of season 2 vibes a little. I'm a reality TV kind of gal. Like, I love it messy, I love it chaotic, and I think coupled with the artistry that I know y'all are going to bring, I mean, I think we're going to get fed this season.
Yeah, not even to mention the scale of the looks this season. I don't want to spoil too much, but I
Oh,
mean, the personalities aren't the only thing that's out of this world chaotic. These looks have brought in this show to a whole new level of what to expect, and I fear for future seasons because they're gonna have to fucking. I don't even want to talk about future seasons right now. This is season 666, bitch. But
yes.
this floor shows, you're gonna be so gagged this year watching.
Oh my God, that is so exciting. I cannot wait. And I'm going to take your word on it. I'm going to take your word. So we shall see. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper and maybe into a fantasy realm. What are you going to be buried with? And specifically, pick 3 items that you need to survive before you enter the laboratory on the Boulet Brothers Dragula.
Ooh, I like it. 3 items. Okay, definitely Mayron liquid white body paint. I use it in
Okay.
almost all of my looks. I feel like if your face doesn't match your ears, doesn't match your neck, doesn't match your shoulders,
Ooh.
something's wrong and it needs to be corrected. So number 1, body paint. Um,
Hmm.
number 2, sclera contacts.
Nice.
'Cause without them, you can't see underwater, or in hell, which is the Boulet Brothers Dragula.
Absolutely.
And then maybe a long pair of ears just so I can listen in on these bitches and what they have to say about me.
Do those help you hear better? Because I would think sometimes that it would
What?
be exactly. More on that later. Those are great. Those are great. I think full coverage body paint is absolutely a must. Sclera contacts are great. Don't let them be your downfall. I remember when Bitter Betty wore her sclera contacts for the first time on episode 1 of season 4, and they just popped right out of her eyes. And I thought, Diva, come on, mama.
There are a
But
lot of things that you might be able to do for the first time on the Boulet Brothers. Wearing sclera contacts is not one of them.
it's intense. I think
Yeah.
that people don't know the taco method is the thing.
Thank you. Yeah. I love when I have my acrylic nails done just so I can pry my eye open and put them in there. It's like my favorite little party trick.
I love the scleras that you've picked as well. Like, you don't see a lot of full red, and those look fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting into these like matching the color of my eyeliner with the sclera. I think it's a lot of fun.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna kind of go into some like general horror stuff here. What is your favorite horror movie?
Oh, I've been obsessed with like anything that A24 has been putting out recently. Um,
Nice.
so I think if you gave me a long time to think about this, like hours of, breaking it down and doing tier lists and everything, I could give you a
Mm-hmm.
real genuine answer. But just for now, I'm gonna say um X, like the newest, series, the start of the series.
Absolutely.
Or
Okay.
or just like Juno, like with Michael Sarah and
I mean,
that's
now
a
you're talking real horror at this
teen
point.
pregnancy is a horror movie for a lot of people. So
Absolutely. I like your picks are I think in the same world,
yeah,
X and Juno definitely give the same vibes. Absolutely.
that's what I thought too.
So, speaking of favorite horror movies, now, what is your favorite horror movie kill?
Okay, so this one, I don't know if this one exactly counts because the kill is like self-inflicted, but
Ooh,
have you ever seen The Fly, the original Fly?
yes, absolutely. We're
Where,
talking
you
David
know,
Cronenberg.
yes, one of my favorite horror movies, and also truly like a tragic romance. But
Yeah.
to answer your question, at the end, spoiler alert, when he comes
Ooh.
out and he has become this fully transformed, like no longer human, only fly. He hands the gun to his love interest, and he's basically
Mhm.
like, you have my permission to kill me, to put me out of my misery." And
Mhm.
it's beautiful and it's so romantic and it's really sad, but it's like such a cool kill because she just looks at him and she's like, bang, you know?
Oh, I love that. I love the fly. Brundlefly is great and real body horror. And I like that with your picks here. I'm starting to get the sense of a hopeless romantic grief horror kind of vibe that
Thank
we're gonna
you,
do.
Ian. You're flirting with me, I swear. Yeah, you know me so well. You
Stop.
know I'm a romantic.
I would follow you into the depths of the ocean anytime, Scylla. All right. Okay, let's see. So let's continue to play some favorites here. Let's play favorites. What
Okay.
is your favorite look from any competitor on a previous season of the Boulet Brothers Dragula?
My favorite look, the one that just sticks out in my mind, has got to be Hoso as the other mother. Um,
Yes.
so iconic, you instantly recognize it, and also when the show had those silhouette shots of the
Mm-hmm.
people coming on stage, her silhouette was just like perfect,
Oh
perfect.
yeah.
But I mean, I my generation, I get it. Other Mother is so up my alley, and just I think she maybe should have won that challenge. There, I said it.
Ooh.
No
Oh
shade to
my.
Astrid, she was very great too, but I have I love Other Mother, so.
Wow, wow. I like this. A little bit of spice coming in here, but no, I mean you're totally right. The Other Mother is amazing, and I think fans of Creatures of the Night will know that is a challenge that, I mean, and of course, props to Astrid for winning, but we labored over that decision. And I think Swan is a huge fan of Coraline and of that look, so that was a tough judgment for the judges for sure. Let's get shady. Let's get shady. Let's go into the cauldron. We'll have a couple of drinks here. What is your least favorite look from a previous competitor on the show?
Okay.
These are your siblings now, so get ready to fight.
Yeah. Well, I do love her to death, so I will say, it's gotta be, again, season 4. My
Okay.
favorite episode of, Dragula of all time is the Nosferatu beach party. I would
Yes,
die
yes.
to perform that with the cast. However, I will say, because I love it so much, I feel really let down by Astrid. I don't
Ah,
mean I just brought her up in the last answer, but, I just felt like she knows that's not her best look, and,
mhm.
it's okay not to have, amazing like, you can have a non-perfect moment. So, she's an
Absolutely.
incredible artist, and I think that she makes so many cool things, so it's good to see somebody be humbled.
Wow, not how I thought that question was gonna end, but perfect answer. And Astrid, we love you so much.
Yeah.
So let's talk fear, let's talk pain, let's talk exterminations. What extermination from a previous season would you die to avoid?
I would hate to do anything that is, like, physically violent. More
Okay.
so, like, the season 2, Majesty and Victoria, where they were, like,
The
bucking each other up, and
Thunderdome.
there was, like, a tooth that was chipped. No,
Yep.
I'm not a good fighter. I would die.
You're a
So, yeah.
spellcaster. You're not a barbarian, you're not a
Exactly.
bruiser, you're a
I'm a
mage.
warlock. I should be in the background casting, like, fire spells. I'm not a melee. You get
Oh, minion mastery necromancer. I get it. I'm like, y'all go do that. I hear you. Okay, so let's see. Who is your ultimate horror icon?
Oh, can I say Scylla? Does that count? Is that a cop-out
Sure.
answer? Because I
It,
mean,
it is, but I love it.
okay, fair. It's part of a story. It's not necessarily a horror movie, but I feel like Scylla is the ultimate icon. She's known for being this beautiful, innocent little girl drowning in the ocean, and then when the sailors come and try to save her, she just turns into this giant beast of a monster and absolutely destroys them. And I think it's a perfect allegory for drag. So that's my
I,
cop-out answer.
you know what? I think that's amazing. I mean, that's also how I handle most of my grinder hookups. So again, we're very aligned on that, 100%. If you had to pick one of your fellow season 666 competitors to sacrifice so that you could get away from a psycho killer horror icon, who would you leave behind?
Um, I would probably leave Pie in the dust just because she knows how to talk a lot. So she will definitely
Oh,
distract the killer for a very, very, very long time.
Wow, I love it. I can't wait for my interview with Pi. I'm gonna bring this up.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
well if you get a word in.
Oh, great. All right. So that wraps up our interview here. But before we go, where can fans find you on social media?
You can find me on every platform: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at Silicone. It's going to be SCYLLAKONE. And you can also find me on the Boulet Brothers Dragula, which is going to be on AMC Plus and Shutter October 1st. So be sure to tune in.
Thank you so much, Scylla. This has been an amazing interview. I'm so excited for the fans to get to know you, to get to see you on the show, and I cannot wait for season 666 of the Boulet Brothers Dragula. Thank you.
All right, my darlings, it's time for a quick break, and we'll be right back. We have returned. Let's continue.
Hello, everyone. We are back with the season 666 cast of the Boulet Brothers Dragula. I am now joined by Auntie Heroine. Auntie, welcome to the show, and congratulations on making it to season 666. How are you?
I am just wonderful. I'm so excited to be here. It is such an honor to have this platform, to be here. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, love to hear it. And I gotta say, you look amazing. And you reminded me of what I had said on a recent episode of Creatures of the Night, which is you look like you are wearing a metric fuck ton of makeup. And I love it. I just love it. You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you. It takes a lot to hold this face up. Ugh.
So a metric fuck ton of makeup and also tape. Got it. All right. So for all of the new fans out there, would you mind just introducing yourself and also letting us know a little bit about your drag?
All right. Well, I'm Auntie Heroine. I'm from Rockford, Illinois. I always like to say it's the murder capital of Illinois, which I may or may not be responsible for, but that's a different question. So Auntie Heroine is very camp forward. I like to have my 4 pillars: horror, comedy, drama, and sexy. You got to have the sexy in there. So, I really love camping it up, but there's nothing wrong with giving some emotion, making people cry. I feel like I hit across the board. I'm very well-rounded, as I would say in a resume.
I love that you have said, emotions, and then you also said making people cry. So it's not your own emotions, it's getting them out of other people. Got it.
Oh, definitely. I'm very much a sadist.
I love that. So what inspires your drag?
Oh, geez. Well, I have to say there's probably 2 of my biggest inspirations in drag is Bianca Del Rio and Wednesday Westwood. I think Wednesday, just the makeup was such a huge influence for me in elevating my drag to where it is today. And Bianca Del Rio, just the personality in general, is something I have always aspired to be. I think with Auntie Heroine, although I love performing, my favorite thing in the world is hosting, emceeing, bantering with audience. Like, that is my favorite thing. So anything that gets me closer to that, because drag is not just the looks, but the entertainment, and that's my favorite part.
That's awesome. And hosting is a difficult skill. I think that there are so many drag artists who, of course, excel in so many arenas, but hosting is one of those things that it's not for everyone. It's truly a difficult skill. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you. Because mama, there are plenty of bitches out there that nobody will book them. So they book themselves and make their own shows, and they can't hire an MC. So they try to do it themselves. And honey, don't even get me started.
Don't even
get me there.
Don't get me started. Oh, and I'll tell you, I love a poorly hosted show. I love great drag, and I love bad drag. Ooh, yes, all drag is valid, said derogatorily. Love it. All right, so we talked about your love of hosting. We talked about some of your inspirations, but what made you want to compete on the Boulet Brothers Dragula?
Okay, well, Dragula has a very special place in my heart, as it does for all of the fans, because we already have other shows out there that have introduced drag to the world, but
Mhm.
a lot of times it's not super inclusive, especially for a weirdo, nonconformist, alternative person as myself. I've never
Sure.
really felt like I could relate to the people I saw on other shows. Whereas Dragula, it's always been trans inclusive. We've always had kings, non-binary, bearded. It's never been an issue because it's all about being the monster that we are and
Mhm.
letting that freak flag fly. So I think Dragula, it just speaks to my heart. And I think there's a lot of people that watch Dragula that maybe don't even feel like they belong in the LGBT community. I just feel like the Boulets are like, listen, bitches, you don't belong here, but you belong with us. Come suckle to the bosoms of the underworld. And I've been in love ever since I saw them. I think I started watching like season 2 and whoo, season 2, let me tell you.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I love to hear that. And as you said, the bosom of the underworld is ample. And just come on over. Okay. So what can we expect from this season particularly? Like that's different than other seasons.
I think the emphasis on performance is going to be much bigger this season. I think
Oh.
everybody on the cast is a solid performer. And I know, no tea, no shade, but honestly, we've had past contestants that maybe, performing is not their strong suit. It's more
Sure.
modeling or it's more standing in their bedroom looking at their mirror. But for me, I think this season is very directed on performance because, just everybody, I mean, we can all see the cast now. You can see everything they're doing, and it's incredible.
Wow, I love that. I also love the subtle, not so subtle nods here. I gotta say, Auntie, I'm already very excited for this season, and you are just amping it up for me.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go into the world of horror a little bit. What's your favorite horror movie?
I have to pick one?
Just one, just one.
Oh my goodness, this is so difficult. I could do like a top 3, but one?
Ooh.
Okay. If I had to choose just one, how dare you? I feel like probably 28 days later.
Oh, okay. That's a great answer. No one has said a zombie movie yet.
I am obsessed with zombies, aliens, and monsters. They are my number ones. But 28 Days Later was my favorite movie for like 15 years straight until I branched into other things. But
Mhm.
I guess knee-jerk reaction, if I had to say something, it has to be 28 Days Later, and specifically Cillian Murphy showing off everything he's got.
Same. When I saw Killian Murphy, I was like, oh, so we're gonna rewind, be kind, and rewind again and again and again and again and again. Got
Oh,
it.
yes, honey.
Exactly. All right. So, what's your favorite horror movie kill? Let's get even more specific.
Ooh, okay. Oh, no. I know. I think I know. So, in the first Resident Evil movie,
Ooh, yeah.
so when they're in that tunnel going to the Red Queen, Mother,
Mhm,
whatever the fuck she was
mhm.
called, you're going in there and they have the lasers and everybody's jumping,
Yes.
and everybody keeps getting cut off. And then the last guy, he's just like, jump here, and he's like, bring it, bitch, bring it. And then she's like, checkerboard, and just right through him, and he just, oh, I love it. I love the
Yes.
squishy noises.
Amazing. I think the Resident Evil films are controversial, but that moment it's a gag. It's a total
Honestly,
gag.
but they are like true, like emo cinema, like just
Oh
like the
yeah.
music in the background. Like it's so good. It's bad, but it's so good.
If you were in a horror movie, how quickly do you think you would die? Or do you think that you would make it to the sequel?
Oh, honey, I'd be the murderer. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
Please. Who kills the murderer? Girl. Oh no. I'm killing all these bitches. I told you I'm a sadist.
Love it. You know what? I love the confidence, and you're the only competitor so far who has just point blank period said, "Oh, I'm the killer. I'm the killer." Love it. Let's talk about previous casts of the show, since we're talking about killing off people. So, what is your favorite look from any cast member of a previous season of the I
Okay, that one's really. I The very first thing that comes to mind is Eva Destruction in Titans, in that underwater bullshit thing
Yes.
that she had where it was like the shell and she comes out like, I'm like, bitch, the fucking production,
The drama.
theatrics, that was so, oh my God, I love it. And like just the glamour, I was so in love with that. Plus, I'm such a big fan of her.
She is incredible. And that look is unbelievable in person too. I mean, it's immaculate. Let's go shady now. What is the look you like the least from any competitor on a previous season?
Ooh, you know, it's hard to pick just one of Mary Cherry's looks, but if I had to choose one, oh God, that fucking Cyclops thing that she did with like just I was like, what the fuck am I watching right now? What is this shit?
You want to hear my
The paper. Oh,
the paintbrush, right? The paintbrush that's stuck to the outfit. Have you
that and the paper lashes? If you call them lashes, they were just like square. Oh my God, girl, I watched that and I'm like, what the actual fuck?
There are a lot of choices that are made with that look, and I think we have to look into outer space and the beyond to even begin to comprehend the horrors that are there. All right. So speaking of horrors, what is an extermination from a previous season that you just think, oh, I would kill that?
Oh, bitch, fucking skydiving. I have thought about this so many times. Bitch, I want to go skydiving. The only reason I haven't gone, I don't have $300 lying around to do that shit. But like, mama, ugh.
I wonder if the breastplate would cushion a fall. Like in the event of a parachute failure, do you think that you could use the breastplate to your advantage?
Well, the great thing is they are hollow. They're filled with silicone. So I think if I just, nibbled and like, yeah, the air would catch them. I would just come gliding in. I'd be Mary Poppins.
I like that you are insinuating that you have enough time to nibble through the silicone to use them as. I'm not sure if the
You've never seen me nibble, honey. Okay.
Period. Okay, so what extermination on the other side of things? What extermination would you just rather die than do?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Titans again because there's the one where they have to go into these little tight spaces and unlock a lock while the water is rising, and then that inflatable bullshit is pushing in. Oh, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies thinking about it. I can't do like underwater spelunking and all that shit. That shit scares me. Not even spelunking. It's the underwater. You get where you take off the oxygen tank and push it through. Oh, that's just watching that. I'm like, no, bitch, this is not happening to me.
A good time. Okay, so we've talked about the show. So let's talk a little bit about horror. Let's bring things back. Who is your ultimate horror icon?
I have to admit, I'm a really big nerd. I love fantasy, and my favorite thing in the whole world is The Lord of the Rings. So I know a lot of the background with that shit. So if I had to choose a favorite horror icon, it would definitely be the Dark Lord Sauron, because the shit he pulls is just, it's pure evil. It's evil. Okay. So anyways, I am a big nerd with that shit. I've read the books. I read through The Lord of the Rings every year because it's just
great.
It's my favorite thing. And, whatever. I love a good escapism. So yeah, I think I have to go to my nerdy roots and say Sauron.
Honestly, we love a nerd in this house. That is an amazing answer. And I mean, Sauron's a stunt queen. I mean, truly just death and pestilence, honey. Love
it. My God. And like just the like he literally wears like death metal armor. Like, come on, bitch. It's fucking amazing. And it's made of mithril. So, I mean, come on. The sack of Khazad-dûm did a lot for him.
I'm sorry. Look at the material, honey. Look at her. That is definitely an iconic creature and character from horror. All right. So we have one more question. I think this might be the most important question of the interview. Are you ready?
Oh, okay. I guess I'm ready.
Okay. If you had to pick one of your fellow season 666 competitors to sacrifice so that you could outrun a horror movie killer, who would you leave behind?
I'm pausing because I don't want to immediately say their name.
I I have an idea of who that is, and I cannot wait, but continue, Auntie.
I'd say if I had to throw anybody down, it would probably be Majesty.
Okay.
And have you watched season 2?
A great answer. All right, so that concludes our interview here, Auntie. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you again for just everything that you're doing, and congratulations on making it to season 666. We are so excited to see it, and you can tune in to the season 666 premiere of the Boulet Brothers Dragula on AMC Plus and Shudder on October 1st. Thank you again, Auntie.
Thank you so much. Mwah.
I am joined now by Jaharia. Jaharia, welcome and congratulations on making it onto season 666.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. This is going to be a really wild ride. I'm really excited.
Yes. Oh my God. What are you most excited for?
I think personally, I'm most excited to see myself on TV. I think we all have an idea of who we are.
Mhm.
So to be excited to see it from like somebody else's perspective, like this is how people see me. I'm very interested, maybe a little nervous, possibly a little scared, but I'm excited.
Well, hey, isn't that the whole point of the show? Just to face your fears and take a couple of shots of tequila and get into it.
Tequila, rough. Okay, you want to party?
Ooh, here we go. Listen, I know what goes down in the cauldron. I've been there. All right. So for all of the new fans out there, would you mind just introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about your drag?
Okay, yeah, cool. Hi everybody. My name is Jaharia. I've been doing drag for like 6, 7 years ish. My drag character is really fun. I've always been a heavy performance girl, and I've always had a weird thing for like circus things and clown things of such. And I kind of just combined my love of performance and circus together and got whatever the fuck this is. um, that I really just enjoy being in front of people and putting on a show.
That's awesome. I mean, you can definitely see that clown influence in your Meet Our Monsters look, which I love. Oh my God. The textures on that and the green and black. I mean, it was really eye-catching, and you just look fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. It's just been sitting in my closet since that day, and I want to put it back on so bad. Like you don't even know.
Today's the day. I mean, the reveal of it, I was like, oh, you can tell when an artist is like, I paid good money for this reveal and I'm gonna milk it. You better pop those cones on and off.
The cones are right the fuck off.
Yes, yes. Okay, so let's kind of dig into this a little bit. Can you tell me a little bit about what inspires your drag?
I'm inspired a lot by like video games, a lot of like animations, like cartoony, fun things is very where I'm gonna lean all the time. And then
Cool.
outside of that, I'm really inspired by like musical theater a lot. So like
Mm.
stage and shit like that. I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, we love a drag artist who feels right at home, not only on the stage, but also in the Discord chat, throwing it down with, with the little video games. It's awesome.
Oh, absolutely.
Very cool. Okay, so let's kind of talk a little bit about your history with drag as it relates to the Boulet Brothers Dragula. What made you want to compete on the show?
So I found Dragula season 2,
Nice.
watching one of my fellow castmates do some things, and I loved like
Who could that possibly be? Oh my God. Oh my
yes,
God.
who knows? Who knows? I've always like loved like alternative like entertainers and just like the alt scene in general. But I will say it was not a place where I felt like I would be like accepted in a way
Mm,
originally. As it
mhm.
went, I felt like I wasn't, scary enough or I wasn't giving enough horror. I'm just, a little different. And then, as the seasons went on, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna put in a tape because I feel like that's where I belong. That's where I want people
Yes.
to see me. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. And here we are.
That's amazing. I'm preaching to the choir. I mean, you did it. You did the thing. You're on the show. Congratulations again, by the way. It's a huge deal. I know there are so many artists who apply, and I'm so glad that you applied because it takes people applying who push the boundaries of what does it mean to, be on the Boulet Brothers Dragula? You don't always have to be horror. Like there are other facets
Mhm,
of it. And
mhm.
I'm really excited to see what you bring with your influences. Like I think this is gonna shape up to be a really deadly season.
Absolutely. I'm definitely biased, but I feel like it's gonna be the best season ever.
You heard it here. All right. So speaking of the best season ever, Jaharia's words, not mine, although I'm pretty confident as well. What can we expect from this season of the Boulet Brothers Dragula?
I think that you can expect a lot of wonderful friendships and a lot of beautiful art.
Okay.
And on top of that, I think you can expect a shit ton of drama.
Oh, okay. Now we're back. We're back. I'm like, a Dragula cast that's all getting along. That seems a little. Am I hearing this correct? That is.
Well, I mean, it's like you put a bunch of artists into a room, eventually somebody's gonna crack because you said something they did not want to hear.
Okay, so let's talk about horror. What's your favorite horror movie?
My favorite horror movie is Trick or Treat.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
I don't know what it is about Sam, but I love the little fat kid or whatever. And then like when I was little, I think when he took it off and I saw his real face, it freaked me the fuck out. So like it's
Yes.
like my favorite. I watch it every season. I love it. I love it.
That's awesome. Such a weird sidebar. I watched Trick or Treat for the first time this past year, and I had never seen Sam with his mask off, and I was gagged. I was like, "Girl, I've been on the internet my entire life. How has this not been spoiled for me?" It's a great reveal.
Oh,
Um, yeah, Trick or Treat's great. So, if you were in a horror movie like IRL, how quickly do you think that you would die? Or do you think that you would make it to the sequel?
I would make it to the sequel easy because I'm the
Mm.
killer. So
Oh, oh,
gag.
I am gagged because I know I would die first, but then I come back at the very end and I'm like, it was Jaharia the whole time. Ah." So I knew
Would
that.
be like I'm not a damsel. Okay, I'm very friendly. Everybody thinks I'm there. We're friends. We're great. Everything's wonderful until we're not.
Oh, okay, okay. So we're going to now reconnect to the Boulet Brothers Dragula. Tell me your favorite look that any cast member from any previous season has ever done the show.
Ah, that's a really hard question. How dare?
Just
Okay,
wait
I'm
for
gonna
the next
say
question.
fuck. Honorable mention: Abora's black and white clown. Little moment with
Absolutely.
the bank bag. Eats. But I think
Mhm.
overall, Dolly's look, the clown look with the little screwdriver guns that he did in the last season.
Yes. Sweet
I
Tooth,
think that
yeah.
one, yes, that really destroyed me in ways that, yeah. hmm
We love we love Claddy. We stand Claddy in this house, of course. So now let's get shady. What is your least favorite look, or what's the look that you like the least from any competitor on any season? And remember, these are your siblings now, so feel free to just take the gloves off.
So, I do love her. I love my brown alt girls. That being said, Kendra's space look with the fur jacket from Titans, boot, 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 boot. I was so upset because I was so excited to see her again, and
Mhm.
that was not it. She acted the fuck out of that scene though, but the look was not it.
I adore Kendra. Like Kendra Onyx, if you're listening to this right now, I love you. I miss you, but we all know that look is not great. But there is nothing more iconic than grandmother bitch. Like it just, girl, when we were on set and she did that, I was like, did my acid just kick in? Like, what is happening here? I need another drink.
Look, I don't think she's delusional in any way, shape, or form. I think she knew what she put on and she said, we're gonna fucking eat this the fuck up.
Because that's what Kendra does. Kendra just devours on stage. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's move on to exterminations. Now, what is an extermination from a previous season that you would kill to do?
I would love to jump out of a plane.
Oh,
I think that
really?
would be gaggy. Absolutely. I don't wanna hike.
Mm,
They had them hiking in the dark and I don't wanna do that part,
mhm,
especially not in
mhm.
drag. But if we could just skip to the top of the bridge, I will jump the fuck off. Let's go.
Okay, okay. So I think that that's one that you kind of answered both here, but I'm going to give you a second chance at a different question, which is what extermination from a previous season would you die to avoid? So if you wanted to, you want to bungee jump, you want to jump out of a plane, but what's one that you just absolutely not?
I believe it was Titans, and they locked them in the little cages and like filled it up with water.
Ooh. Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I have like bad experiences with water. I've gotten better. I do love the water. I love being around it. You know, I will put my foot in there. However, I feel like I would have full on passed out. Like I can't do it. I can't. I can't.
That-
I'm trying. I'm trying. Like I'm gonna try my hardest, but I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. I don't know.
That one is terrifying. And actually, and I'm sorry, can we grab the underwater experience for Jaharia, please? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, great.
God,
We're gonna
no.
got it right.
You want some good fucking TV? Put a bitch underwater and lock her the fuck up.
And it was. Okay. So we talked about exterminations. Let's talk about horror icons. Who is your ultimate horror icon?
For a very long time, it was obviously Pennywise. It's
Mhm.
giving clown, it's giving the things. However, recently, I think I like how morbid and like disgusting and awful the Terrifier is. So I think Art is
Yes.
definitely like really kicking Pennywise out the fucking way because he is destroying, and I want to hate it and I want to look away, but I can't. But I can't.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, listen, the Pennywise to Art the Clown pipeline is absolutely real, and I'm right there with you. I love Art the Clown. Okay, so let's move on to some other horror icons. We're gonna play a game of classic monsters and horror icons, this or that. So this is gonna be a bracket. I'll have two horror icons, and I just want you to pick one of them, and then they'll move on to the next round, and we'll whittle it down as we go. You ready?
Okay, cool, yeah.
Okay. Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees?
Freddy.
Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers?
Freddy.
Freddy Krueger or Leatherface?
Ooh. I'm sticking with Freddy.
She said no mask drag allowed.
No, I never said that. That's not on the record. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Oh, sorry, everyone. Oh, yeah, actually, so that's what Jaharia said. You heard it here, folks. That's actually that's the end of our interview too. Thank you so much. This has been great.
No,
All right.
shit.
All right. Freddy Krueger or Pinhead?
Ooh. Pinhead.
Okay, we like a clown white. We like a gal in leather. Now, Pinhead or Pennywise?
Pennywise. Easy.
Easy, done and done. Pennywise or Chucky?
Chucky.
Okay. We like a little killer Zool. Chucky or Ghostface?
I'm gonna stick with Chucky.
Okay. So now Chucky or the Xenomorph?
Chucky.
Chucky or Maxine Minx?
Oh, Maxine is cunt. I
Mhm.
do love a cunt bitch.
She said Glamour.
Only a little. I think I gotta stick with Chucky on this one. I need the killer doll. He's fucking crazy. I
Okay.
gotta do it.
Okay, we love a possessed little doll. Now, Chucky or Art the Clown?
Ha! Aw. You're really making me kill off my favorites. Art the Clown's gotta take it. We just talked about that. He's gotta have
Okay.
it.
And you know, with a whole bag of tricks, but can he take on Art the Clown or the Nun?
Oh. But I gotta say the Nun. I have to. I
Mhm.
have to.
We stand
Oh, we
Bonnie
stand.
Aaron's
That's good
house.
shit. That's good shit.
All right, so we're at the final round of this torture experiment here. Now, the Nun or the Boulet Brothers?
Boulet Brothers, final answer.
Okay, you know what? And I think we have a winner here. Thank you for playing, Jaharia. You did great. We no, we don't have to kill her. No, yeah, she's gonna, yeah, great. Perfect.
I said the right answer.
Absolutely.
Don't give it to me, please.
All right. So speaking of horror icons and horror icons in the making, if you had to pick one of your fellow season 666 competitors to sacrifice so that you could outrun a horror movie killer, who would you leave behind?
I'm gonna say Desiree Dick
Okay.
because I feel like that bitch would survive, and I feel like she's also quick on her feet.
Mhm.
And I would have to trip her a couple times because a bitch like me don't go down. Sorry, boo. I love you.
I love this. I love that you picked someone who you think the killer may have a difficult time with because some of your fellow competitors have not been so kind. There's been a couple of answers of like, "Oh, I'm leaving that bitch in the dust." Like, absolutely dead weight, just let her go. So I love it. I love it. Okay, well, that actually is the end of our interview here. But before we go, where can fans find you on social media?
You can find me on all of my socials at It's Jaharia. It's very consistent. You'll see this beautiful mug and some cone
Yes,
titties. Please search me, find me, visit me, talk to me. I'm down for whatever.
you heard it here. You heard it here. Jaharia is down to clown. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this interview with the season 666 cast of the Boulet Brothers Dragula. We will see you on October 1st for the season premiere. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, we're going to take another quick break and we'll be right back. Let's move on with the show.
Hello, we are back with our interviews with the season 666 cast of the Boulet Brothers Dragula. Joining us now is Asia Consent. Asia, thank you so much for joining us this interview and congratulations.
Oh my God, yes, I finally fucking made it on Dragula and I cannot fucking wait to get this shit started. Y'all are not ready.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. I know this has been a long time coming. And before we go any further, I have to ask because fans of the show may know you auditioned for the show a couple of times before this. And on season 3, we obviously didn't see you on the show, but a lot of people online thought that we were going to see you. Would you mind telling us a little bit about this stunt that you pulled?
Okay, so here's the thing. I did not know I was pulling a stunt at first. I just was not really into, I didn't post a lot on social media, so my
Mhm.
Instagram and shit was just dead. But then I realized, oh, people think I might be on this program. I would love to be on it. And you know what? Let's just keep them dragging along a little more. No pun
Wow.
intended.
Listen, I love a stunt queen. I love an icon who knows how to perform. And performing online, it's all drag. So no
Right.
matter
Yes.
how much strife that may have caused internally, very excited to see you on here and absolutely deserved. It's been a long time coming.
Thank you. Yes, I've been trying out for Dragula. I didn't even try out for season 3. That's the real tea. But I started trying out since season 4, and I was disappointed and discouraged because it's like, fuck, I really wanted to get on this program. But looking back now, I'm like, okay, season 4, I was busted first and foremost. Season 5, I just wasn't happy with myself as a person and started working on myself more. So season 6, I really feel like full rounded, taking care of Asia and Nicole, me out of drag. So honestly, timing is everything, so just take your time, Uglies.
That is amazing. You know what? You cannot bring the monster out of the laboratory before they're ready.
No, exactly, because then you wouldn't look like this. All of this.
Ooh. Ah!
Mm. Yes. Yeah, just a casual, I just woke up, honey.
Perfect. All right. So, for all of the new fans out there, we've talked a little bit about maybe how you sort of got introduced to the super fans, but could you go ahead and just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your drag?
Yes, so I'm Asia Consent, Asia like the continent, consent, which is mandatory, bitch. And yeah, I like bringing a
Yes.
lot of spooky, sexy performances and also just your wettest nightmare ever. That's always what I bring to the stage. I always bring insane costumes and yeah, just stay tuned and see what happens.
We love to see it. We love insane costumes. We love big hair. We love big spiked breastplates. We love it all, honey. Ooh,
Yes,
bring it.
absolutely. Also, side note, this wig heavy as a motherfucker. Okay, these chains, they are real. I did not get those cheap ass chains. So yeah, y'all do not come for me.
She said, Hot Topic, more like Home Depot, honey.
Yeah, no, I think the most exciting thing about alternative drag is using different materials to craft your stuff because yes, we all start with fabric and, oh, do you know how to sew and everything? But also, have you thought about using foam and shit for your costumes? Have you thought about using shit from the hardware store? You can make drag out of anything. And that's what I really like to show with my drag is take some trash and turn it into something glamorous.
That's so fierce. I love it. All right. So, what inspires your drag?
Yes, so my inspirations heavily love Lou Bowery and love all our
Ooh.
spooky icons as well. I just honestly, for me, when I first started drag, I was, of course, a fan of the other show and everything. But then once I first saw Dragula season 1 on YouTube and Hey Queen TV, I realized, oh, my love for horror movies and everything, all nasty, can be combined with drag. So honestly, for me, a huge inspiration is my Dragula alumni as well because
Wow.
people, such as Bitch Puddin, the filth that she brought was insane. Vander
Yes.
really was Dragula before Dragula was even a thing. And it's insane. There are so many talented artists on the show. And I'm so glad that I can finally say I'm a part of the family.
You are. You fit right into this freaky weirdo family. I know the fans are gonna love you. I can already tell. And your Meet Our Monsters promo, diva.
Ah, yeah, I'm not gonna say too
Save
much.
some room for everyone else.
I mean, I tried, but I am a big bitch, 6'4". So, if they can't make room
Yes.
themselves, they're gonna have to find their own room.
What can we expect from this season of the Boulet Brothers Dragula?
Season 666 is going to be the biggest season of Dragula ever. And I know everyone's like, oh, this season is the best ever, but I truly felt it being there in the fucking room. The challenges were insane, the guest judges, the competitors. I went in there going, I'm going to fucking annihilate this shit. Then I saw my competition around the room and I said, oh, okay, everyone came to compete this year. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So I felt comfortable going in there, but then was like, okay, there's some heavy competition. And these bitches, I know they're going to bring it every.
Honestly, and that's the best thing to do. I mean, that's how you know you're going in to compete. You're not going in to just, ooh, ooh, ooh. You're
Well,
going,
maybe a little bit of that.
maybe a little bit of
that.
that. Yeah. There's a glamour challenge here and there.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. So let's dive into horror a little bit. What's your favorite horror movie?
Oh, okay. As of recent years, I would definitely have to say Terrifier. That Art the
Yes.
Clown really gets me together because he's so camp, but also
Mhm.
so nasty and sick. Like I absolutely love the filth in all the movies. All the death scenes when he chopped that bitch in half.
Yes.
But when he chopped that bitch in half, I gagged. I was immediately obsessed. So definitely Terrifier is a great one. For a classic, I'd probably say Alien. I
Ooh.
watched Alien Romulus recently. Obsessed. Watch it if you haven't. But the original, gotta give a shout out to the OG. She is amazing. Sigourney Weaver or Beaver, if you know.
Hey.
Yeah, shout out. Yes, love Alien.
Amazing. Those are two excellent picks. Very different ends of the horror spectrum, but full respect on Terrifier and Alien. All right. So let's do some more favorites. What is your favorite look from any cast member of a previous season of the Boulet Brothers Dragula?
Oh, I love this question. Oh my goodness. Okay. First thing that pops out, I'm thinking of Titans and I'm thinking of Yovska, that teddy bear with the face ripped off.
Oh,
Oh
from Meet
my
Our
God.
Monsters?
So insane. That was truly that was one of the best looks of all time for me. Because I love, creepy, but also I love mixing cute and creepy too. So Yovska
Mhm.
did that absolutely perfectly. Flowers to you, Mama. It was so good.
All right, so let's now get a little shady. We talked about your favorite look of a previous competitor. What is your least favorite look? What's a look that you just can't stand for any competitor from any season?
Ian, this is so gutted. You are so gutted for this. I cannot. Okay.
Be
Um,
honest. These are your siblings now, so don't be afraid to, get in the mud a little.
okay. I won't go too much on my lovely sibling, but something that stands out is definitely Astrid in the beach party challenge. That was, honey, what was happening? I don't know. I love you, Astrid, so much. So, please don't cancel me. I'm not trying to get canceled already. But that look, you did deserve to go home on that. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
She said
We're getting shady.
deserved.
We're getting shady.
Sorry, can I get a producer over here? Yeah, no, we need to get Asia mic'd immediately. She's going to take that back. Okay, yeah, thank you. Oh, and a sugar-free Red Bull for her. She's earned it today.
Yes, my apology video will be out on my Instagram later today, though. Just so Astrid, we will get that together.
In the immortal words of Dali, excited to see Astrid, not excited to see Astrid's roller skating at the grocery store outfit.
That is wild. I mean, Dolly was so real for that. And if your own parent is doing that to you, you know it's real.
And that's love, right? That's love and hate at the same time.
Yeah, it's like little frenemies.
Okay, so what extermination from a previous season do you think you would kill?
Oh, my mind immediately goes to the Buried Alive challenge. Such a classic, so amazing. And, you know, I personally would just want to face that fear because bugs do scare the living shit out of me. But I know if you put me in that tiny little box, I will make wonders happen in there. So I know that I would absolutely kill that one.
Amazing, amazing.
Another one that stands out too is the rat one where they had the rats crawling all over them on that nasty ass mattress. I love little animals. So I'm like, these cute little rats? Yes, I'm obsessed.
I know, they're so cute. But, you know, hey, different strokes for different folks and different fears for different queers, I guess.
Yes, period, yes. But I would kill it, absolutely. But not the rats, clarify.
Exactly. No animals were harmed in the making of this interview. Yes. So let's flip the script then. So we talked about exterminations that you think you would absolutely kill. What extermination would you die to avoid?
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I did mention, but I am a tall bitch. I'm 6'4", out of drag. But ironically, I'm so terrified of heights. So honestly, the airplane one would get me together. The bungee jumping one, it's a wrap. Those ones, I know that I would try my damnedest, but it would take everything out of me to do those. That would be fucking insane.
Ooh, those are, not to just use the word, those are a big deal. Those are serious. Those are crazy exterminations. I feel you on that.
I just have trauma from when I was little because I fell off a ladder helping like my teacher or something. And that ever since, it's like, I cannot go up too high. It scares the shit out of me.
Now, fell or pushed? And if you were pushed, did you deserve it? Be honest. Be honest.
Well, I mean, I wasn't pushed, but next time we get on a ladder, these other bitches might have to get pushed as well. So we'll see about that.
It's all about trauma bonding.
Yes, trauma bond. Oh my God.
All right.
2024 core. I love that.
I love it. I love it. All right, let's move on to a little sudden death here. Let's do classic movie monsters and horror icons. And we're going to start with a classic matchup. Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees?
Oh, definitely Freddy. My God.
Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers?
Freddy Krueger.
We love a girl with nails. We love her.
That's it. And also the skin is eating. Love that.
Ooh. All right. Freddy Krueger or Leatherface?
Ooh, damn. Leatherface. Chainsaw got me together.
Masked drag wins again.
Yeah.
Leatherface or Pinhead?
Oh, Pinhead, my God, especially the new one. Oh my God.
Woo! We love our lead Cenobites. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Pinhead or Pennywise?
Oh, Pennywise. Either Pennywise, honestly. I love a good clown.
All right. So Pennywise or Ghostface?
Oh, I have to say Pennywise because Ghostface is just in a tracksuit and a hood. Like, I don't know. You just got a knife. What is that?
All right. So Pennywise or the Xenomorph?
Ooh, oh, that is such a good one. I'm gonna have to say the Xenomorph because H.R. Geiger did their big one on creating that monster. So good.
Absolutely. All right. So the Xenomorph or Maxine Minx?
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with the Xenomorph, but I love Maxine. Oh my god.
Yes. Love, love, love.
That's a hard one. Oh.
It's only going to get harder from here. The Xenomorph or Art the Clown?
Art the Clown. Like, what is even the question? I love Terrifier.
Oh, Sam, you're making me want to rewatch it right now. But let's do Art the Clown or The Nun.
I love Bonnie Aarons, my God. But I'm going to have to give it to Art the Clown. It's just as a character. That is me gender flipped. So good. Love
that. All right. And now for the final matchup. Art the Clown or the Boulet Brothers?
Well, considering my standings right now, I think I might have to say the Boulet Brothers so they don't have a knife in my back. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Boulets. Let me be good.
A wise choice, a wise choice. We don't have to do the trap door. It's okay. Yeah, Asia's fine. It's all good. So let's get a little nasty for our filth queen here. Who is your biggest horror hear me out?
Ooh. Oh, my biggest? Okay.
She's like,
This
I
is
got a
so
lot.
wild. This is so wild. I am so done. But if y'all have seen the movie Tusk,
Oh. I was
I
like,
am
wait,
so
which
sorry.
character? Which character from Tusk?
Oh, you know which character. You know. We're talking about Miss Tusk. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Tusk. Hear me the fuck out. Because the Tusks got me together. They just got me curious. So, and also it might be legal in my state. So I don't know. But
I'll be real with you, Asia. I think that if I had 100 guesses, I don't think I would have guessed that. So you absolutely win that round. Okay. So speaking of winners and losers, if you had to pick one of your fellow season 666 competitors to sacrifice so that you could outrun a horror movie killer, who would you leave behind?
Oh my goodness. I mean, if we're talking dead weight, I'm gonna have to go with Yuri because she would be so helpless in that situation. She's like, oh, yeah, she immediately would get chopped for sure.
Love it. We love to hear it. And we
Yuri
love an
now.
honest answer. We love it. Okay, so that wraps up our interview today, Asia. You have been such a pleasure to talk to. I know the fans are just going to eat you up, and I know the season is going to be amazing. But before we go, where can fans find you on social media?
Ooh, yes, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all that at Asia Consent. And then also make sure y'all check out my website, asiaconsent.com, if you want some merch of me looking absolutely sickening.
Yes, we love an icon who has their shit together. Thank you. That wraps up our interview. Thank you so much, Asia. I cannot wait to see you on the upcoming season 666 of the Boulet Brothers Dragula. We will see everyone on October 1st. Thank you.
Toodles.
The Boulet Brothers Creatures of the Night is hosted and produced by Glamour and Swantula Boulet, along with co-host Ian Devoglaer, with music by Neuron Spectre.